Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. Today we're talking about Blitzcrank again. So yes, Blitzcrank for 2XKO was recently revealed, had the big trailer yesterday. We did a breakdown video on the trailer, and a good deal more information has released for Blitzcrank since then. Not the least of which is Blitz is a character for the Sickos. What do I mean by that exactly? Well, he's got a lot of the degenerate things you want in a grappler, and that's what real fighting game fans want. And if you complain about it, well, you're a fake fighting game fan. I didn't make the rules, that's just how that works out. So let's talk about some of that degeneracy and also some of the other details we've now learned about Blitzcrank. But let's start with the big stuff first, just to entice you. And a lot of this footage comes from a recent 2XKO video put out featuring Caroline, who is the game designer of Blitzcrank, and also Alawi. So, Blitz has Kara cancels. So Blitz can extend the range of his command grab past what it normally would go through. In Guilty Gear Strive, Potemkin has a similar mechanic, famously, for more recent games. So you can do forward and S2, which is a spinning lariat style move, and cancel the beginning of that into the actual command grab, thus extending your overall command grab range. And if you happen to have the Steam buff live, the Kara command grab will also maintain the armor as well. So this is the cool stuff. This is the good tech, because it gives Blitz a lot more range than you would otherwise normally have, and that's fun. It's fun to do things like that, because there's not a lot of execution-based things in 2XKO currently. As the game's one-button specials, right? So there's not much opportunity for it other than just doing combos where you press buttons really fast. So this adds an interesting execution window to the game, because you still have to carrot cancel the special quickly, otherwise you don't get your grab. And more command grabs, more better as far as I'm concerned, so like, that's all good stuff to me. But we got a lot of other little details here that wasn't apparent right away. So certain things like that steam mechanic, you can rotate your arm to build up steam. Apparently now, doing certain special moves will also build the steam gauge. In the build I played 2 years ago, that is not how it worked. You could basically only spin your arm to gain steam. That was it, that was all, right? So landing the command grab, which is, the signature thing you want to do, gives you apparently about 75% of a steam bar. So that means the more you command grab, the more better your command grabs are gonna be. Or say your rocket grab moves, because also destroy projectiles. So the more you do the thing you want to do anyways, the more you're winning, because it's building the resource you want to get anyways. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. And it looks like there's going to be some flexibility in Blitzcrank's combo routing, as certain moves, besides just the grab itself, are keyed to give you extra steam, like the Wrecking Ball move in the air. So the Wrecking Ball and the follow-up after the Wrecking Ball ends both give you steam meter here. We can see them if we zoom in a little bit here. And that's also a holdable move, so if you did more and more hits, you'll get more and more steam. So there might be combo routing where some combos will give you more damage, some combos will give you more steam, and you as the player have the flexibility to say, okay, which one am I gonna aim for? And to me, anyways, that's good character design. You don't want just one route that's always the right answer every time. And a reminder, the move's holdable, right? So each holdable hit will get you more and more and more steam, so that could be a big deal. So knowing this, like that one combo from the trailer probably gives you a full steam bar just in and of itself almost, because he's just keep rolling in and swinging in over and over and over. Blitz does end this combo with a charged rocket grab after all. And other little things like you can cancel out of the steam buildup and still get a little bit of the buildup. That was there in the build I played, which is nice, but say that rocket punch move, right? So rocket punch is basically a full screen big ol' punch, which also destroys projectiles, by the way. Very interesting. And that's also cancelable into the steam buildup. So you can do a lot of interesting things, especially because one of the options you have off the punch is also rocket grab. So the whole mechanic's a lot more nuanced than the older, admittedly very older build I played, right? And I'm a big fan of that. I like that a lot. Not the least of which is one of the level 1 supers also just gives you a full bar as well, right? That didn't happen in the build I played. So, you're going to be spending a lot because it's turbocharging all of your moves, but there's also a million ways to get into it, which I like that a lot. Also, the groove that lets you do multiple supers, this is probably going to be really good for it, because you can do whatever combo, whatever super with character 1, tag in Blitz, and then he's doing his big dunk super, and then immediately has full steam in their face. That seems pretty alright to me. And just to finish it off here, the other super, so the big like electric super, right? Apparently now that can burn the steam you have if you want, if you hold the button, and then it'll give you extra hits and more damage. So like everything is revolving around this mechanic. As for the big cinematic ultimate super, yes, it's a command grab, not blockable, and per their own words, it's frame 0 after the super flash, meaning you cannot jump it after you see the animation. If you're already on the ground, you're gonna get got, basically. So it's the good kind. And this is an easy input game, so no 720 motion needed beforehand, by the way. So definitely a big feather in Blitz's cap on that one. People complain about modern Zangief. Well, this is modern Zangief on steroids, basically. So you add a lot of this together, including the facts that we've already known about. And by the way, this is a move list that they posted on their 2XKO official channel. You add a lot of this together. Okay, easy input, pile drivers, command grabs. We have a plus on block, get over here style move that'll move you to him against your will. Kara cancel command grabs. He can have super armor on the command grab if he has the buff live. All this kind of makes a recipe for day one villain of the game. Not necessarily the best character or anything like that. A character being a villain has nothing to do with them being good. History has borne that out time and time and time again. When everyone complained about Abigail, it was still Rashid and Cammy winning all the tournaments for Street Fighter, by the way. As someone who's a very rare grappler defender in the FGC, grapplers get an outsized portion of the hate any kind of character will get in any fighting game. That said, on the pro grappler side of things, it looks like Blitz has a pretty complete moveset. Looks like he actually can compete. Usually, despite the outsized hate they get, most grapplers in most fighting games are kind of bad. So if you're going to complain about him anyways, you might as well make him a little bit decent, right? And with the myriad of ways you can build up the steam mechanic, the buffs the steam mechanic gives, either with, armored pile drivers, or just, full screen gotcha get over here moves into full combo, like that all seems pretty all right to me. And they changed up his assists too from the old build, I remember, in that both assists are the regular horizontal and more vertical versions of Rocket Grab. Before, if I remember right, one was like the horizontal version of Rocket Grab, and the other one was like the Lariat assist. So at bare minimum, he's going to be a great helper character as well, because that's going to be great for combo ability that just grabs someone in the middle of any combo and just restand them in front of you. So for people who like extra fancy combos in fighting games, I think Blitz is going to be a dream setup character, because he's going to make just about any kind of combo possible. Which, to me, hey, great. I'm all here for ease of use for everyone involved. But yeah, once again, knowing now what we know, we have a more complete idea of what this character is about. It just feels like he's going to get a lot of the hate. I'll tell you right now, because I talked to a lot of the Riot employees at EVO, and pretty much all of them are in agreement. Oh, by the way, at least in the build at EVO, who says this is that build? I don't know. But pretty much everyone's like, yeah, Vi is the best character in the game. And Vi's your more stock bulldog, rush down kind of character, make you guess occasionally, right, with a 50-50. Like, that makes a lot more sense, because usually those kind of characters are good, and no one ever complains when a rush down character is good. But when a grappler character is even, like, mid-tier, then the sky's falling, right? And I imagine that's how it'll be. Blitz will be decent, people will say he's killing the game, and then Vi will be the best character in the game, and no one will blink twice. As once was, shall forever be. But yeah, I'm just excited, right? All the big characters in the game are looking pretty good. Blitz looks great. Braum looks great. Alawi looks great. Darius, I don't consider him a big character. He's just a larger average character. When we start getting a lot of league characters in this game, because, there's going to be a lot of DLC, I feel like Braum and Blitz, yeah, they'll be bigger. But, like, Darius is not quite as big as those. Like, when we get a lot more characters in the game, Darius will just be, like, bigger than Ari or Yasuo, I guess. But it won't be, like, big. Right? So we'll see how it goes out when the roster expands. But anyways, I like big characters. They're doing well by the big characters. So I'm excited for 2XKO is basically what I'm trying to say. So consider this a bit of an add-on to the original Blitzcrank video now that we have more information and more details about the character. And other than that, well, I guess that's it for the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. And when you can, go out and play some 2XKO.
This is the love making.